Hello, monkey. Oh boy. So, where do we begin? I was thinking about changing my starting routine a little bit, where I can go around and look at the current state of the roadmap. So there is always like some kind of summary, where we are heading, and to get a little recap into my head so I know what to do and organize things so we know where we are heading, I guess. I think we should start with something like that. Let's do a little current roadmap kind of thingy. Current roadmap. And then every stream start we can visit here and see where we are and where we are going. So currently we are aiming for the 3rd milestone, which has like, my milestones right now have never a set goal. They're like the parts where I make a new package. So for the new package, I wish to have multiple things, which is dialogue for starters. And right now we are working on the dialogue system. And I believe for that's it for the milestone. Maybe cinematics, but for that I'm lacking more characters, because then I would need to animate them and whatever. I'm not even sure adding cinematics in this stage, as in the actual assets, would take me a lot of time just to trash them. The system is a different thing. The system we can implement and do something dummy, but for actual end assets, this will be more wasteful than dialogue, because the system for the dialogue is very complicated, maybe also for cinematics, but I believe it's more asset heavy. But here it's just text. I can just write it and that's it. But I have no skill on animation. Was there anything else I wanted to do? There are some bugs. Let's say some kind of bug tracker. And then here we decide what is important and what isn't. Just a sec. Where was I? Oh yeah, bug tracker. Let's see. Should add these over there. Just to keep them in our, you know. Defeated boss first time, stood in cave. Yeah, this is some kind of fail-safe I need to build into my loadings. Because I don't think there was a bug. It was more like the level was not loaded or some kind of thing. Because I think I'm working with delays. And I think the world just was not loaded fast enough. I'm so glad that I found this bug at some point, because normally you would not get this, and if someone has a weaker PC, I don't know what could happen. This I started game, but temple enter trigger. Ah, that's the same thing. Tried to initialize the route, I would assume, but couldn't. But didn't find the route. So the entrances are all deactivated then. Factor alt. I think this is not that important anymore, but I should look at the comments, remove them from the events on here. UI with current graph. I mean, we could remove the old codes. This needs to be done. This is tied into this. Try packaging dialog system. Update Unreal. This is like the part just before package, I would say. And these are the current things we want to do. The graphic design stuff will be the end of me, because I have no idea. The extent of my graphic design would be this. Graphic design is my passion, and we can do some kind of star here, and then I don't even know if you can do some kind of rainbow here. So that will be fun, I guess. Graphics design for UI dialog is that. So add typewriter sound we did, but I want to try to export something from Fruity Loops, from Serum, or whatever synthesizer I can use there. Doesn't matter, I will just use Serum, I guess, and then extract some kind of sound and then see if there's a delay. Hoppling trail. Not continue when teleporting. Ah, this is a smaller thing, not important right now. These are the current things we are working on. Current board. These will be the things we are tackling. Get here. These are notes. It's not relevant right now, but will be relevant when I have to work with translators. As far in the future. Animated letters, I mean, it's just more like a typewriter right now. There's no up and down like in, what is it called? Slay the Spire. I wouldn't know if that's possible in my current state development. And I don't think later it will be possible too, because I cannot just go to tell singular letters to do something. Animated. But for that I need assets. Maybe this is something to keep closer. Look. This can be deleted. Keying of specific parts. How to sync text to mood. And I think I am able to do this now with my tagging system. And even pause and stuff. And to have voice. Well, this is far in the future. Nice to have a dream. Dialogue system. My own font. This is important. This needs to happen. Even if it's garbage, I need to see the challenges of a font. To be prepared of, to see how feasible things are, what I can use, if I even have someone that can make fonts to communicate with that person, etc. I need to look into this. And then highlights I already have, can be deleted now. Kinematics I already have over there. Background water is in creator start area. This was a bug. Did I fix this? I don't remember if I fixed this, but I believe this was because when I went into something and then went outside, that the background level was loaded on top, but I was not able to recreate this. I'm not sure, really. Let's get rid of it for now, because I really don't know. You have to face that problem again. This is something for polish. I never encountered this ever again, but I also never fixed it. It's scary. Tavern, library. These are like features that comes here. We will always grab. I'm not sure about this one. I need to decide how the UIs will be. Add NPCs. Important. Sky. How even tackle this when I don't even know how to make shaders? This is not important. This is something we can add when we feel like it. I don't know if I have this already. The rest is whatever. So this is the roadmap. We are trying to finish the dialogue system so we can achieve milestone 3. Because now we have like the starting area with some visuals. I guess for milestone 4 we want better visuals for battle system because that is still blocky. Even if they are dummies, I should get rid of the very dummy stuff like the orb explosion animations and the environments of the battle arena. I need to see how to do that. And there are other things of course too, but that's the immediate thing that comes into my mind that needs attention, that rips you away from the current quality into worse quality. Alright, let's start with the cleanup, I guess. There's old code, and all of this is not needed anymore. We are sending this dialog interaction into the state machine and handle it there. Local is not needed. Hold on, this is something else. Here. You did. And this is done. Now, I would need to delete the old code, and we already have a backup of it. Should I make another backup? I think I should, because then it's easier to just come back here. Give me a sec. Wrong button, sorry. Oh boy. Damn, this takes long. Didn't I just copy the project? Why is it so slow? Oh, it's trying to also copy the saved data. How big is my saved data? Check. Just 2 gigabytes. I mean, I say just 2 gigabytes, but I thought I was thinking about the whole project folder. The whole thing is 3 gigabytes. I should get rid of the saved folder. Holy damn. Let me clean that real quick. Oh boy. How big is it now? Barely, or a little above 1 gigabyte. That's nice. I wonder how big my packages are. Right, give me a sec. Oh man, I always press on the wrong thing. Anyway, now that we have the backup, let's go. So we have to go in here and remove everything. Should I? Should I remove everything? Are we even using this still? Code instruction. Sure, we are only using that in the state machine here now. Old UI. All of this stuff. What do we do? I just go and remove this, and then what happens? Anything? As dialogue, I don't care. Oh. There are some references to the UI. But what? Here, dialogue state machine old. In there somewhere. And Uplink manager. You have to see about that. Now this thing is a chaos. It will be hard to find, but maybe if I look for old. There clearly is some kind of reference here. There it is. This can go away. Is there anything else then? What was that? Save all, please. Dialogue. Complete. Okay, and then test dialogue, I really don't care. Can't even get rid of this one. Add to pending deletes. Can I just do that? Rather go to the folder and delete everything in there too. Test. Okay, it's just here flat. Away. Okay. Goodbye, old code, I would say. User defined struct. Maybe that was a bad idea. Maybe I should have gone one by one. Okay, there's this. Now we can look in the folder. Blueprints, blueprints, dialogue, empty, 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 and empty. This thing is empty now. And it's now the dialogue system. Now, how do we get things into here? Don't care about this. Dialogue trees. We need this. The filter on here. Okay, good. Oh. There. Are all tests. State machine can be flat in there. because it is the heart of the. These are only the assets, which stays here. This needs to be here. Reference viewer, dialog node struct. Here. State machine. Where do I keep this now? In the data or in the blueprints? Maybe the data should stay raw and only this thing should be there. Goes in here. What are these structs? Is this for state machine or is this for the eye? I believe we are using this in the state machine. That's the UI state. Maybe I should use it, move it to UI anyway. I'm using it in the state machine. This comes definitely here. So what is this? Strings, dialog, line cluster. I am using this in the UI, or rather the state machine to have the node. State machine gets assets and this one is in the UI, but it is referenced in the asset. Dialog start ID condition. And here dialog node struct here. This thing function node function struct. Here. I copied it over there. language text struct. I think this is here. Where is that struct though? Content language. It's in German. What else? Move it here. Are we even using this still? Oh, this is stat code. Can go away. This permanent payloads and do once payload are like the comment payload stuff for tagging. Now is this more relevant in... No, this is UI. Only in the UI. This... You're calling this strings, but that's not good. Cluster elements, or no, clusters actually. Or what do we call them? We will have to review and see if names are matching. This is strings from dialog line cluster split string. Dialog line cluster. Nodes. Line class split string data here. This is actually still here. Wait, wrong. Which one is this? Matrix element, matrix element. Move. Reference by. Yeah. UI. And payloads. Be right back. I am back. Okay, now cluster. What's the difference? What is this? Oh, these are the UI text. Never mind. I moved them here, but I'm not sure if they should be there. Dialog node type. Oh, this is over here. What is this? I moved them all here because they are relevant for the UI, but the data and how it's read is somewhere else. I'm not sure if whatever I'm doing there is way to go. Alright, I think now we are better setup. Oh, things are only here. I feel like the structs could also be here. They are one-to-one thing, but I am not sure. Let's see. Does it still work? Thing broke. Could not load save game. Is it because I changed the struct? Where's my save game? In blueprints and then storage. Progression text change. What happened? Why does this not work anymore? Not load save. Ah! I deleted the save file. Let me see if I can get it back. Speaking of, I don't have sound when I am in that screen. Let me fix that real quick. Test. Now you can hear me, I believe. Okay, so let's first save this, then open our garbage can. Saved file. Here's saved. Okay. Let's see. Autosaves. Where's the save game? Where is the game? Save games here. So if I delete these, should be fine. Thing. Still rather small. Saved folder should be very small. Yes. The dialog widgets. And then I want to see if the names for the variables are correct, but I can't. I hear clusters and then line with segments. I mean, the first one, of course, doesn't have. Line clusters. This is then not correct. This should be cluster. Because this is one cluster. These are lines. Okay, let's rename that part. Probably will add here again. Why can't it understand this though? That's rather annoying that you have to go all of these nodes and repair them. Okay. And these are segments. Okay. I think we are done with the cleanup. And I also believe that the UI still works. Could we add a sound when I press skip? Probably not. Okay. So these are now gone. And we are back here. So I need a cursor. That indicates the place we are writing. But how do I do a cursor? How do we do a cursor? Because the problem is I don't know the size of the font that I will be writing. We could get the current size of the text field. What do we do if there is no text field? Every time a new line is created, we need to add, or a new segment, we need to add a cursor at the end of that segment. Now the thing is, are segments in a specific size? Yes, they are. Perfect. And I could go add some kind of image that just blinks on and off. I could add some kind of animation that just plays forever. I could add something here. Oh, I can't. I add this then. That would work, I guess. Let's say it goes along. I feel like size is not correct. How would I resize this into shape? Thing is not sizing. And we are not getting the when we use a size, it grows down. Add something to that. Kinda. No, this doesn't line up anymore. How do we limit this? I don't know what to do. I want it to grow upwards. Or rather have it fixed here and grow like this. But if I change the alignment, the size of the horizontal box in the y-axis is wrong. Completely wrong. Should I care? key. Working with my not turn it off. Means if I add a bigger font here, text will not fit anymore. Excuse me. So we have rather some kind of a maximum size if we are at the top. And if we don't add a line on the top one and the middle one, then we can make the lower one a very big size, I guess. Should we implement a font size? We can play around with that. now we can set font size. That's tough, isn't it? Make it here. $50. I think it did not work. After mirror 5 should have been a bigger and yes. Let's see if it even goes in there. Maybe I just forgot something. That does go in there. Doesn't apply. Yes. Data should be. Yes, it is 50. Can we update this? Uh-huh. And it grew downwards. Because of the alignment problem. Size to content. If I don't do size to content, fine. Here actually. Wait, what? automatically size to content? Goes down if it's size to content. Now it works. Rest is up. The vertical alignment. Size to content for this guy. And for every text thing we have to... Ooh, I don't know, I never did that before. Can we just grab this and then tell it to be certain alignment? Alignment. Something we have to look for. That alignment, but not what I want. Or is it? there a way to even do that? There we go. Let's oh well. There's that error. Access none. Thought we were constructing it here. Guess both of these just fail. This thing. So what kind of slot are they then? And they are going into that panel. Guess they can't be in a... They need to be filed first, maybe? That's why? They are just... What is it called? Norm canvas? Why? Could be, I mean... I maybe just don't understand how these slots work. Didn't, apparently. Now it works. Yes, there we go. Okay, but that now makes it so that it goes. Now our cursor should be a standard 23 size. Should it take the size of the... Can it even text when I'm writing it? Firstly, not have the size yet. And the vertical size is always built in. Get that. Also bad. Alignment on this thing is correct. Would need some kind of padding now. Padding does this. What logic is following? How would I know what the perfect alignment would be? Hello, Scene. Welcome, welcome. Why are you screaming? Hello. Do you want to see what I accomplished? Get this. Isn't that great? Now this padding is a problem, as I have no clue. Even the size here is not... Why is this Okay, this is not size. This is size to content still. This shouldn't be size to content. Should it be? Should be. But this horizontal one also size to content. So why the font here making it bigger and the box is smaller? I hate UI in Unreal, it's so unreliable. Yeah, I'm using meta sounds to do it here. Right now I just made this little setup to make a test sound. I can basically put in any sound I want. I can put any sound I want. I could even put sound that is programmable. But the only thing I have where I'm not certain if I should use meta sounds is I feel like I hear a delay from play and the actual thing, but it might be the Bluetooth connection to my PC that it makes it a little laggy, but I'm not sure. I will test this with a actual test sound that I will render from Fruity Loops. Is it being timed by a quartz clock? What do you mean? It's just a tick. Whenever something writes, I say, yeah, send the sound. It's the same thing as displaying and whatever, all the functions, you know. But it seems like if I press play here, see, it's like I press now, but the date is like a fraction of a second later. Can you hear the delay? Oh, I never heard of quartz before. Ah, okay. I mean, you can look at this triangle and then see if when the color changes, if you hear the sound, but yeah, it's hard. I don't think OBS screws with the sound phase, or else we would have big problems when streaming games. Now, this padding problem, how would I know that when I go from 24 to 50, which is 36, to an 8.5? So if I go and say 14, no, 13, no, 18, is that then minus 4.25? Let's see. 24 plus 18, and then half of this. No, it's not aligned anymore. But yeah, if you need a sample accurate timer that can play sounds at a rhythm independent of frame rate tick, then yeah, Quartz exists. Use it on a previous project. How do I access it so I can actually look into it? I say Quartz. Is it Unreal integrated one, or is it some kind of plugin? Here, the subsystem Quartz. Play sound. Yeah. What is this? What do I do with this? Because I don't think I have a timing problem. The problem is more like the sample itself is playing with a delay. Like here, when I press play, is the problem, not the actual signal. The signal is perfectly aligned with the typing. Whenever a letter is displayed, I play the sound. So that shouldn't be the issue. That's the thing, I don't have a delay baked in, but if I press here, it feels like there is a delay. I don't know if Unreal plays those sounds immediately too. I feel like it's just a delay from the Bluetooth of my headset. Because I use like Bluetooth and then some kind of switch to go into my audio interface. It has a long way to get to my headset. I just hope it is because of that. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah. So we still have the problem that whenever I change the size, they are not aligned in one place. And I cannot just make a curve for this, I guess. A padding curve. That sounds like so stupid. Not only that, it's not even correctly setting the size of the panel. Like if I say 0, then it's fine. But if I make a padding, the size of the letter is the same, but the rest goes with it. It's so strange. Unreal never fixes these UI problems. It's very, very frustrating. I feel like Unreal doesn't want you to use their UI system and forces you to make your own system or use some plugin or something. Yeah, right? It's so old. And it's so unreliable too, like... It shows something and then it does something else. It's very buggy. Or maybe I'm just using it wrong, I don't know, but... Damn. Like, I would guess if I make a padding here right now, with the bottom minus 8.5, this green part should go up too, right? Is that now a display error or is it just a data error? I don't know, I can't tell. And not only that, how do I do the padding here now? Like, why are they not aligned on the font's bottom part? Extremely stupid. I don't even have parent widgets. If you have like I mean, I have only this, but this is just an empty widget, just to have some common variables. Ah, you mean this parenting, this hierarchy, you mean? Anything else I can do here? A margin. Line height percentage. What does that mean, line height? Excuse me, what the hell is this? Zero? Huh? It's just an offset from the top. This is so whack. And it has like no... This is so stupid. Like, what does this even mean? The amount to scale each line height by. Oh, you mean like if I have like the text that goes like this? Oh. I see. Yeah, I cannot use this anyway because Unreal's line parsing is stupid. This is never relevant. I would need some kind of alignment just for this. And I think Unreal doesn't have that. So we are kinda screwed. I would need to make some kind of workaround with a curve for padding, mapping into a letter size. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Unreal. Align different font sizes. What if we have a rich text here? It doesn't have any font. How do you give a rich text a font? Like, what is the inline command here? No idea. My music. Well, let's make the workaround. I hope this works for every font. Oh god. So 0 is 0. $50 is minus 8.5. And anything else, I don't know yet. So how do we go to padding? Bottom, that's fine. Here. Where's our... Here. Set the font by doing that. And it makes no sense. Just gets rewritten, I guess, but whatever. Padding. Text segment padding. Yeah. Canvas? Horizontal box? Canvas. Text. Not? No, it's canvas, fine. And then padding. Okay. How do I get the padding? There it is. Make font and then the workaround curve. Font adding workaround curve. Curve float. This thing workaround. Value get from this. Nice. Now if we play, this should be aligned. Could play a little bit. This could go a little bit higher. I don't know. How much? Let me see. We are here padding 8.5. Minus happened. Okay, that's 50. Here there are two. For me here it looks like they are aligned, but kinda not. 7 minus 9. Can't see any difference. Maybe 7 is correct. Yeah. Up. Let's try 9. Maybe. If I zoom in the editor, it's wrong. Here in the play mode, it seems to be fine. It's so strange. Also strange. But yeah, now for every font I would need to add some adjustment. But yeah, only once. Because when I have it, then it's in the curve and then I can forget it. But I just hope it is not for every single font I have to do this kind of readjustment. What I would guess, everything is aligned on their bottom line and Unreal just does something very strange with it. Or I just don't know how fonts work. Honestly, I don't know how fonts work, so maybe we will find out at some point and make it correct. But now we can add the cursor if there are different sizes there. Now, how do we do the cursor? Do I just add it at the end of the horizontal box? Like, I can add some kind of image here, and it will be in here. Now, how do I do the size of this thing? Why can't I make this like a small thing? Ah. $30, $50, $20. 30, 40, 45. Adding to 10, 5. And I like this. Thing has an animation. What just happened? Why did we change to this? What? So stupid. Anyway. We look at the color. And we play this on loop. Open that. I could do it here. Maybe it's safer to have it here. Here. Be initialized for every text. But I don't know. And play. If I say add child, does it go to the last part? Yeah, since the alignment to rest should be... Because the size doesn't change, right? Size of the image. I feel like the cursor is too far away. And then it looks very strange when it writes something. Do we not have a padding? And when we are at the end, this cursor needs to go, and there needs to be a next symbol. But what do we do when a function thing happens? Yes, in that case we already have the buttons, we don't need it then. So if show button is false, I mean the cursor needs to stop anyway. So let's start with that. Cursor needs to be unparented when we are at the end thing. This is fine now, let's wait this. Cursor now. We make a function out of add cursor to current horizontal box. Current and take this. Yeah. Now let's think. Whenever we reach this signal or this signal, to stop the cursor. We could bind ourselves into these two and just call the function, but maybe that's not a good idea. Could even send it back from here. Communication is a little stupid, but the problem is we don't have the function information over there, so this is how we are solving it right now. So if we have the info here, then we should maybe also do the things here. But this is a problem, because this has no... But we are only on parenting. We're going only here and then say remove from parent. Switched. Well, let's add it everywhere, I guess. Maybe this shouldn't be just cursor, but end of writing procedure. Oh, you're clear. Okay, now the cursor should appear when at the end of anything. That was strange. Did I see it wrong? Was there an I after the M? No. Okay, I just saw it wrong. Good. Now I want a symbol here, like a triangle that is there. How do I make this triangle? Imp. Oh, good old GIMP. Do I have a UI element project, I wonder? Let's make one. Well, the size is a problem then. Size should this be? Now the pixel amount is problematic. Scaling should never be applied. Elements have different pixel sizes. For now. Big. Okay, let's see. Wait, start wrong. I mean, immediately is then hidden, but make this collapse. Ah, I forgot. For functions, we don't want this. The moment I press it disappear. Hello, Avi. Indeed, Monkey is here. Hello. I'm sleepy. How are you? Oh. I'm not hungry. Doesn't. What am I working on? On the dialogue system. I'm polishing it right now. Right now, I finished the most of the functionality, which is I can write something into this text area, and I can set some tags to give the text animation some characteristics. Thank you. It was commissioned. But yeah, I can tell, for instance, type speed to be 1 and jump letters only by 1 here. So Mira is written by boop, boop, boop. And then here it changes the material to another thing and then whatever. So I can write the text in a specific style. And now that is now working, I added also some kind of sound for all the types when it's doing the animation. And now I'm doing like more like the feeling stuff. Like when this is writing, there's a cursor here that indicates, hey, there's still text. Don't try to advance, or you want to skip, then press space, whatever. And there's this indicator that we are at the end. And now I'm at the last touch. There's one more thing I want to do. I mean, I can skip these, like I can just press space and then it can go to the last, or how to say, fill the text in. But what I don't want to have is this right here. When I have a function here, like a choice, I don't want this to be there. This is the only touch I want to add into the functionality that is missing. Does this also work with localization? Well, yes. I have the text here. And I have a German text here, which I could switch on to. I just need to go to the settings and say German, then German text would write. Of course, the translator needs to put the correct tags at the correct words. Like if I say, Mira, careful, and then careful is red, of course, whatever language is careful is, which means Vorsicht in German, then Vorsicht needs that tag too. And then, of course, there are more. I can just add languages here. Now, where was I? I wanted to make sure that maybe I was right. Right. Maybe I should have done it from this thing, because here we know text ended, and then we know, hey, it's a choice. Show it or don't show it. Yeah, kinda. Only that my custom HTML can say start screen shake or make explosion sounds for every single typing or whatever, you know? Make the character's eye blink at this word. So I can do anything with this. A rather powerful system, and I hope I designed it in a way that translator doesn't get too confused. But I made my best to make the tags to be unified in a way that they work all the same everywhere. So all they have to do is just get the tags and put them at the correct place without thinking too much. So I guess I need to remove all of these. And instead of this, we have to call it from here. So let's go and delete them all. I was like, hey, since we have the information, just let's put it into the UI anyway, because why call it from somewhere where it's not being needed? But now I need to revert everything and actually put it there. It's so stupid. So how do we do this? Whenever we are at the text ended, or skip, so for that we what is it called again? Or ended, this one. We need to get the UI, just this. And say set for ended false here. And now if it's false, it needs to go there and here. Oh wait, true goes in here, goes in here, this goes in here. need it at false, and at true I need to make sure this is not getting fired. So we could make, I don't know, kind of bool here. Show text and indicator. If true, then do it. So this is true, this is true, and this is false. And now our text should be correct. Let's see. Also, the sound you hear is just meta sounds. I have a little, I have it still open. This little thing which just makes random sounds whenever it plays. Was that correct? Hold on, was that correct? Was that only just one mirror there? Choice one? Here. Ah, okay, that's correct then. And the indicator is not here. And it is here. So we are done. It's working. Can also skip. What happens if I skip to... Yes, it works. Alright. The system is there now. Now I guess... but maybe also make this a little... prettier. But fine. This. And then, anything else I need to? I think everything is fine. Make failsafe for start ID if minus, but yeah, it doesn't matter. This is the state machine. I really don't care about that so much. That is like when we touch very rarely. This in. All right. So here. So the cursor is there. And I also have the text end indicator now. I mean, they don't look good. I mean, the cursor is fine, but the text indicator, I had to scale it. So the, what is it called? The pixel sizes differ. So that's not optimal. whenever I do UI elements, they need to be a unified size for pixel density. So when we start working again at this, we have to keep that in mind and rework on that triangle. So I guess next time I will try to see if there is such a difference if I don't use meta sounds and a normal sound, if I still hear that lag. We need to make the dialog box look better, and we will try to add some kind of custom font and see how that goes. And then we are coming closer to the milestone 3. So there's not much left here. Maybe I should also add, like, I don't know, rework the text, but I think that has like not a big importance right now. The only thing I should maybe look at is if the text of the other shops, etc. work. And then I can also implement like something like change sound tags, so everything that is written is now in different characteristics. Like this character could have a, I don't know, deep whooping sound or something, I don't know, instead of this. And we could even give it tags where it stops to write and then keeps on, like pauses and so on. So it feels like it is speaking really. Maybe I should add that in there. Look at texts, rework them and add tags to make them more interesting. Alright, I would say if we have these 4 things, then we are done with milestone 3. And we should try the package and update whatever. Cinematics and battle visuals will be next. I'm not sure about the cinematics still, because I really don't have any assets to animate. But maybe I can already begin some kind of system. Who knows? Anyway, that's it for development for today. I think I will take a little break and then I will start the avatar creation still. Could be like the last day I do that regularly, because on Wednesday my workday starts again. But we will see. I want to finish that avatar, so maybe I can squeeze in some time here and there. Who knows? The most big things are done anyway. Alright. Avi, thanks for tuning in. Everyone, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. I will see you guys next time. I'm not sleeping! I'm just taking a little break and then I will continue streaming. Anyway. Bye bye. Bye bye, monkey.